kids started off with a virtual assembly with all of the other schools and all the children and the teachers that were taking part in the Strule project. Declan, the author, was there, and he was able to, take them through the magic harp and give his own, personal insight into how he wrote it.
Hello boys and girls, my name is Declan Carville and my job is an author.
It's so lovely to have a book that was so coming alive every time you opened it. Every time any of the children looked at the book, they found something new.
It's going really well, they're really enjoying it. The kids are all enthused by the book and all the art that's linked to it as well.
We've read the story and I've enjoyed it because it shows not to take things for granted.
Today we are in Gortin Glen Forest Park with the children, concentrating on outdoor learning, and to do that we've been focusing on the senses.
I think it's so important, especially after what we've been through this last couple of years. They've been so excited all week.
It's outdoors and such a nice day. It's just it's so important for them, for their mental health and well-being.
Thinking back to the book that they've been reading, The Magic Harp, and when Fergal goes off to the moon, it's very quiet and there's nothing there and he's very disillusioned. So with that in mind, the children had to think, well, what would I miss?
So I would miss nature and sport and just colours and everything. I put a rainbow, a flower, a butterfly and a Gaelic ball.
Each child from every class put their stone down and ultimately have created this beautiful piece of rock art. We started making sound maps, which brought the children out into the forest. They closed their eyes and had a moment of silent listening. Whatever they heard was in the forest and they mapped it accordingly. The next activity then we did was to go foraging. Ultimately, they were going to be making mandalas.
It's great to be able to use the outdoor classroom and get involved in different activities with others, maybe that instead of just listening to me all the time, it's nice for them to hear others and things, and they've loved being able to walk around the forest and things like that. We paired the children up with other children in other schools, and it's been nice to see actually that they seem to have just paired really well.
Yes, Neil!
This last 2 years has been very difficult on the children, and just to get a little bit of outdoor learning and a new environment with other children, new people, it's clearly beneficial. They're having so much fun.
The whole project so far has covered so much across the curriculum that being able to go outdoors and have the literacy elements combined is just really rewarding and worthwhile for them.
We've rolled out this project now, which started with a Zoom call with the schools and putting together a 9-box task. The children went off and put together 9 boxes related to when Fergal actually gets to go to the moon. He identifies 9 things that he misses in his life from back home. So that really was the first step towards putting together a new storyline.
Who's got another idea about what you might like to do at the seaside?
Making things out of sand.
They make things out of sand. I'm keeping the momentum going. I've arrived in the classroom after planting the seed. The 9 boxes tasked, they've read the story, and I'm asking the children, if he did get the chance to make another wish, what would he wish for now? And that's our new story. It's wonderful because no matter how familiar I am with the story, and how personally involved I am with the story, I never cease to be amazed as to the different angles that children will come to the story with. They've all got their own imaginations and their own personal approach to it, and but I'm delighted, I must say, how much they are immersed in the storyline and empathise with the character. And the next stage of that is showing it in a new story. What could happen next?
It's a big deal for a child when they've enjoyed a book to meet the author and the illustrator on this occasion, because they have just loved the drawing so much.
In order to become an illustrator, you have to be really interested in illustration.
They were really thinking about what was in the illustrator's head at this time. And I think then any of the work that they have done from that, they haven't gone for the obvious. They've tried to develop the little bits and pieces throughout their work.
You're able to just do whatever you want in it, and you can nearly express how you feel through it.
So you can really feel the emotions and things that they're going through.
You can see where just having that personal connection makes the story more real for themselves. I would love to be doing this project again.
It's brilliant for the children just to have an opportunity to talk to other children, to mix with other children, maybe even children that are going to be at their next school next year, and it's just great for their social skills and even their emotional well-being.
And there's some really strong friendships, you know, people helping each other and asking, even sharing things, and you have your go now, and it's lovely collaboration, so it's brilliant to see.
We've already talked about maybe the two schools coming together, maybe for a play date in one of the schools. That would be lovely to do, because the friendships have been really good and stuff, so it'd be nice to keep that going.
It's always good in a community like Northern Ireland and in AmmA, where we have segregated education for the most part, that the children have the opportunity to get together with people from other faiths and to realise, you know, that we're all the same at the end of the day.
It's brilliant today to see how, you know, the children have been put in pairs, one from each school, and they're communicating with each other, they learn each other's names, they're talking to each other.
Kids have really missed interacting with others, and it's lovely to link in with other schools as well. It's particularly Year 7, when they will be going on to post-primary and forging new relationships.
Boys and girls, it's great to see you all again. My name's Declan, and I met you a few weeks ago, and I'm the author of this book here, The Magic Harp, and this is Emma from the AmmA Centre.
So it's just to kind of showcase, we have a wee bit of a history with this project, and we're really excited.
The moon was cold. Cold and quiet.
Virgo, she smiled, catching sight of him through the trees. Very lovely to see you again. I was hoping you'd call by and say hello.